And we're live. We have risen from the ashes to school the masses. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Scholars of Wrestling Show. I'm your man behind the microphone, Scholar Jeff. To my right is Scholar Tarek. What's up, sir?
How many times do I have to keep telling you? When you're introducing me, introduce me as the Scholars of Wrestling Champion.
And Scholar Brian. What's up, sir?
I'm going to keep doing it until you get it right.
It should be our most favorite time of the year, but this blowhard over here is kind of ruining it.
Because you are not wanting to acknowledge that we have a championship on this show now.
I don't want to acknowledge that you're the one holding it.
Either way,
I am,
the current Scholars of Wrestling champion, who has successfully won the past prediction games for pay-per-views in the past, Scholar Tarek. Let that
sink in, Brian. Let that sink in. You were close, but not close enough.
Oh, I'm letting it sink in. But another thing I'm letting sink in is that, hey, it's Royal Rumble weekend. It's one of the biggest wrestling weekends of the year.
Mm-hmm. And my personal favorite weekend of the year.
Oh, heck yeah. I love the Royal Rumble for so many different reasons. And we're going to break it all down for you right here, right now. But first, we have to tend to a little segment we like to call Backstage News.
Indeed. We always just go and peek behind the curtain and check in on a little
Backstage News! Rumble Moo.
Rumble Moo?
And that's why you're not the champion, Brian. Because you just keep screwing up like that.
It only happened once.
I keep saying moo.
hey, Brian. Moo.
Oh dear.
Hey, Brian, it's good to have you back on the show again. Moo.
Moo. But anyway, this week was a crazy one in the world of wrestling, specifically in the life of one Enzo Amore. For those of you who haven't been keeping track, at the beginning of the week, he was accused of rape by some woman, and now, not even a day later, he is released by the company by WWE.
And also, the plot has thickened since.
Yeah, exactly.
It seems like there's something new every day. Brian, care to take us through?
Okay, so he gets Enzo Amore, as we all know, is basically a basket case backstage.
Mm-hmm.
Has been since he joined the WWE.
Main roster or in general? Like even NXT days?
It never came out, but I'm sure that it didn't just grow. It didn't just start happening in the WWE, because that would be stupid. Come on, Enzo, you're not that big. He had to be doing some of the stuff in NXT for anything to make sense. So, with everything going on in the world with the female movement and the Me Too and all the stuff coming out about the producers and all the stuff in Hollywood, it was only a matter of time before it came down to wrestling. And it was announced on Monday that Enzo Amore has been accused of rape. Now, Enzo Amore, admittedly, kind of a creeper. It's always been a little creepy. So, when it first happened, when it first came out, I was like, maybe?
Did he or didn't he?
Did he or didn't he? But as time has gone by, okay, one of her friends has released text messages that have said, "You're damn right it happened. I'm in bed next to a famous wrestler." Not really something that screams that this person has been raped. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you actually saw the video too of the.
I saw the video of the best friend and the text messages and all that. So Now, okay, they did not release him because of the allegations.
Yeah.
They
Nope,
did
they
not. They released him because
He knew
he's
about
known
it.
about this
Mhm.
since October. Okay, and it's standard with any job. Okay, if you're in deep shit with the authorities, your higher-ups need to know about it. And if they don't find out about it until the day of a very important television broadcast, they're gonna be pissed. Okay.
Understandably so.
So, combine that with all the backstage antics that we know about, okay, it makes sense that they released him. This was the final straw. This has nothing to do with the his release has nothing to do with the actual allegations. Okay, they suspended him because of the allegations. That was the punishment for the allegations.
Mm-hmm.
When they found out that he had known about it, they were like, okay, fuck you, Enzo Amore, we're done.
That's our final straw. Now we actually have a reason to let you go. Bye bye.
So everybody who's saying they should reinstate him if this turns out to be false.
It's probably not going to happen.
Okay.
Even though I'm
don't
one of
think
those
so?
people. I'm one of those people who actually do want him back.
I don't think
I don't
that
why,
they'll
honestly.
I don't think that they'll rehire him because they didn't fire him because
Yeah.
of the allegations.
If he if he didn't keep it from WWE, it would be a different story. If he gets cleared, if it turns out that this person who made the accusations are just out of her goddamn mind, just not wanting nothing more than fame, wanting to talk to TMZ and whoever. Yeah, good for Enzo. His name's cleared, but
He's done too much.
he was in the doghouse for such a long time that this one was pretty much, it was their strike three.
Well, you already beat me to my Scholars Quick Talk question. Do you think Enzo Amore will ever be back? Assuming, of course, that if these allegations are true and he ends up getting convicted, obviously, there's no way he's ever going to be near WWE.
He'll be in
again.
jail,
and
so
rightfully
it's
so.
not-
I mean,
so,
come on, it's
yeah.
real. However, if it turns out that these allegations are indeed false, you really don't think that he's going to be anywhere near WWE again?
Not anytime soon. It's
Yeah,
one of
That's
those
still
like
profitable.
it's.
He was a money draw.
But
when it
here's the
comes to
problem.
kids.
But here's the problem. Okay, once stuff like this comes out, whether it's true, whether it's false, whether it's not, a lot of that goes away. A lot of the popularity goes away. If because you're first of all, he's going to be out of the limelight for a while. Whether it's he's not going to be around. Okay, he wasn't that memorable. That the first thing that the kids are going to be like, ooh, it's Enzo Amore. 5 years down the line, 4 or 5 years down the line, I don't think he's as big as you think he is.
Memorable? No. Popular? Over? Charismatic enough to be marketable? Yes. And I think that, above all else, is what's going to lead Enzo, assuming he behaved himself and has behaved himself, that might possibly give him an outside chance to come back down the road. In my eyes.
Well, as I said, okay, it's not going to be anytime soon.
Later rather than sooner.
Whether it's not. That's just because it. Once again, I have to reiterate that he was not fired because of these allegations.
Mm-hmm.
If he was fired because of the allegations, then I would be more like, yeah, they'll bring him back when all is said and done. But they fired him due to repeated misconduct. And then the final straw of not telling your bosses that you're in deep shit with the law.
That one was the one.
So it's
Unfortunately, that's sad.
so it's completely different in that sense. And Enzo Amore is not a Hulk Hogan, where 5 years down the line, this shit will go away and they'll be like, oh, okay, bring him back, whatever. Enzo Amore is not on that level. So 5 years down the line, they're looking at guys to come back. Enzo Amore pops up. They'll remember the misconduct. They'll remember the you didn't tell me you were in shit. So why would we hire you back if there's a chance that this shit could happen again?
Improbable, but not impossible.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, granted, this is pro wrestling. Stranger things have happened. If Del Rio is talking about coming back now, if so many different instances of bad blood and misconduct could be repaired,
Don't bring Del Rio back. Bring Del Rio back.
I'm just saying, things can change, people can change. The one thing I can say about this whole incident is, I really hope Enzo didn't do it. I really hope not.
Me too.
Otherwise, it would be one of those.
I don't think he did it.
I certainly hope not, but if he did, this would have to be one of the biggest wastes of talent and charisma that I think I've ever seen in the world of wrestling. I really do.
know we were even making like little fantasy bookings on when like Big Cass comes back, that him and Enzo reform their team and just basically.
Big Cass is done. Unless he really, really reinvents himself hardcore, I think Big Cass is just on borrowed time.
It's weird that
especially now.
I even read that I was like, wow, of all the three of those, Carmella was the breakout star.
Oh,
hey.
Good lord.
Oh, good. Oh, no.
Like I said,
she's not even a star.
Stranger things have happened, and they continue to happen. So
she's not going to cash in. She's going to be the first person to actually forget that she can actually cash in that Money in the briefcase. And then when Money in the Bank comes around, it's like, oh, we're going to have to take that briefcase back because you're a stupid idiot.
Chris Jericho is the one who comes out and says, "You're a stupid idiot, and you just made the list. Give me the briefcase. That's mine."
Well, anyway, with all that being said, I don't think there's any more. Let's not beat around the bush here anymore. Let's jump right into it. You know what season it is. You know what it says. We're talking about Royal Rumble 2018. We're in it. Let's go. First match on the card, we're talking about, for the SmackDown Tag Team titles, we got the Usos going against Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable.
Who wants to be first on the prediction?
You do.
I do?
Yes,
yes, you definitely do.
All right, champions first. All right, let's start. Let's get started.
So he can get his wrong prediction out of the way for.
You don't know that.
Oh,
you don't know that. In this one, most people are thinking, oh, it's obviously going to be the Usos winning this one. But for me, I'm going to go with Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable on this. It's kind of following my heart on this one, just because I'm actually a pretty big fan of what they've been doing with Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin, and they have been putting on pretty decent matches, especially this past week with Chad Gable versus Uso. What was it, Jay?
Jay Uso.
Was it Jay?
Okay.
It was Jay. There you go. They put on a very good match, quick, but good. And I said it when for the Clash of Champions prediction show. These guys, they gave a hint of them winning the tag team championship, and it got a positive reaction. And then they pulled that whole twin bullshit with the Usos, and
just call it what it is. It's twin magic.
Twin bullshit. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm never going to call it that. I just want these guys just to have their one title run. They could win it. They could lose it at SmackDown. They'll lose it at Fastlane, if anything. And then for WrestleMania build, you can have Harper and Rowan versus the Usos for WrestleMania. But for now, I just want to see Gable and Benjamin get their spotlight. I don't want them to just be looking dominant just to lose the big one. Plus, when it comes to the title matches for this card, it's mostly going to be if I'm going to be just choosing one title change, it's going to be this one.
Brian, who you got?
See, because here's the thing. I'm predicting a title change. I'm just not. I'm predicting a tag title change. I'm just not predicting this tag title to change. Mostly because of what you just said. Okay. Chad Gable, Shelton Benjamin, looking dominant, going in.
I mean, look at those faces. That's just screaming tag team champions.
Looking dominant, going in. And when does the dominant team going into the Royal Rumble, a show that basically always follows the WWE booking method? The team that wins the show before does not win at the big show. Okay, Chad Gable beats Jey Uso. The Usos will retain, and they will lose the title at WrestleMania.
This is a 2 out of 3 falls, correct?
It is a 2 out of 3 falls.
As for me, honestly, looking at those faces, yeah, those faces say a lot. Unfortunately, at least when it comes to Chad Gable, it looks like, that just says to me I am highly constipated, but I'm not winning the tag titles. I got to go with the Usos on this one. It's the time. We're guaranteed an excellent match from all of these guys. We're guaranteed an actually excellent match. The only problem is, like you said, I just don't think it's now. I think we're going to see a title change at WrestleMania. It's just setting the stage for everything. There's too much potential here to, in my eyes, say anyone other than the Usos winning this match. So,
and I feel like the better team having the title at WrestleMania is the Usos, and I don't want to see a hot potato in between. If Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin are going to be tag team champions, they need a legitimate run, not a hot potato where they lose it the next pay-per-view.
All right, well, how about this? They'll be the neutral team, and it'll just be a triple threat tag team at WrestleMania. Usos, Gable, and Benjamin as the defending champions versus Harper and Rowan.
That I can
Jake,
see.
you know what? Let me have my dream, man.
No!
I like these guys a lot.
No,
I think they
guess
deserve
what?
it.
Champion? No. You don't get dreams. You already have your dream. Your dreams could go. Your other dreams could go away.
Welcome to Scholars of Wrestling, where we destroy your dreams.
What I'm loving more about this is that me having this is just eating you alive. And
That's
I'm
all
just
right.
cherishing every second
That's
of it.
all right. Cherish it all you want. It'll be mine soon.
Speaking of having something
But until
be
then,
yours soon.
it's still mine.
Speaking of
I'm not denying
belts
it.
being yours soon, let's move on to our next match. We've got the team of Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan going 1-on-1, or 2-on-2 rather.
You got that?
I think I do.
Now you messed up, and it's once again, like, that's why you're not the champion.
Rollins and Jordan versus The Bar. Who do you got?
I believe you're up, fool, since I was the starter. You're next.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna say it. I'm seriously not liking this team of Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan. I'm just gonna go with The Bar to take back the belts. It's more or less the complete opposite of what I'm seeing, or what I just said rather, with the whole WrestleMania situation with the SmackDown tag titles.
See, from what I've heard, they're setting up a Jason Jordan versus Seth Rollins match at WrestleMania. Because I'm sure we all remember that they were setting up for Dean Ambrose's turn to set up Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. So they slotted in Jason Jordan for that storyline. And what a great place to start it. You've got the mismatched tag team partners becoming tag team champions. When has that ever lasted a long time? Mismatched.
Those two.
Yeah, but by the time they actually won the titles, they weren't mismatched tag. They were
Rock and Sock
actually.
connection?
Yeah, they held it for a month. I'm saying lasting.
Steve Austin and Dude Love?
I'm saying you need to understand what I'm actually saying. When did a title?
Goldust and anybody?
When did it last a long time? Is what I'm saying. Not winning tag team titles. That happens all the fucking time.
Booker T and Goldust?
Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit?
How do you wait? Let's think about this. How do you define a long time to hold the tag titles?
A month.
Yeah, well, Booker T
Then
and
that
Goldust
just totally
alone.
went against like all the names that he named.
No.
Most of them had. You even said that Rock and Sock Connection had it for like a month.
Yeah, that's part
That's
of my
a long
timeline. Anything over a month.
Well, what about Booker T and Goldust? They must have been tag champs for more than a month.
We gotta look that up, but
Yeah.
Either way, okay.
We'll be hitting the
This
Scarlet
was
Wrestling Library
always
later.
this was always what it was set up to be. Okay, these guys become tag team champions. Jason Jordan is a little shit because he's Kurt Angle's son. So he's gonna start being all high and mighty and whatever. He's gonna turn on Seth. He's gonna walk out on Seth Rollins, and the bar is gonna do their bar things and take the tag team titles, setting up Seth Rollins versus Jason Jordan.
Cool.
it's kind of funny that I'm actually kind of contradicting what I said earlier. I said there's going to be one title change. Actually, I'm going to be predicting that both.
Yeah, guess
Tag
what? The
titles.
champion gets shit wrong too sometimes.
There, you know what? I'll give you that. As the champion, I know when I can actually admit when I'm wrong. You see, other than you like crying like a little bitch about it, and you didn't say anything at all, so I can't say anything bad about you because I love you, fool. Don't pat the champion's head. What's wrong with you? I'm gonna just go with my man and his tag team partner, wishing I was his tag team partner. I'm gonna go with the Bar as well. Again, I'm just doing it because your reactions are gold on this.
You be saying that no matter what, since you have a man boner for Cesaro.
Oh yeah,
It's more than a man boner.
It's beyond creepy.
I'm being kind here.
It's beyond creepy on that one. It's got Jason Jordan's gonna turn on Seth Rollins, and he's gonna be revealing that's what he planned all along. Because continuing what we talked about last week, how he's being the one manipulating everybody, like he's putting on the smile. But that's just the cover, and he's really manipulating Kurt. He's manipulating Seth. He's manipulating the Bar to piss them off when, so they come down and attack Gallows and Anderson, so he can interfere, so he can help Seth. He can help Seth defeat Finn Balor.
And after Raw, okay, he now has his reason.
Yeah, and now
Because Seth Rollins accidentally hit him with the knee. Jason Jordan, being Jason Jordan, is like, "You hit me!"
Like I can
You're
even
a
see
meanie
it.
face.
I can even see it starting where it's just Seth is going to go for a tag, and Gable just Jordan
Close.
American Alpha. I see Jordan just jumping down and giving him that look, and then walking out on him, and then he explained. First, he'll explain it's because this is just my payback for you hitting me with the knee on Monday. But don't worry, I talked with Kurt. We got our rematch tonight, and then that will just lead to a full-on, like real official heel turn of Jason Jordan, him just being the ever-loving shit out of Seth, setting up their
Jordan with all the suplexes.
and then it's just so big, like, oh, I was never really your friend. I was just doing all this to just use you to give me the star power that I so rightfully deserve, being Kurt Angle's son and all that. Basically showing that Jordan is the heel character that he'll actually give you a reason to boo him, other than the fact that he's in a shitty storyline with being Kurt Angle's son.
All right, the ayes have it. Meantime, we're rolling on to our next match for the WWE Championship. AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in a 2-on-1 handicap match for the belt.
This is basic. Okay, Sami Zayn pinned AJ Styles on SmackDown. AJ Styles is going to pin Sami Zayn here. I don't know how. I don't know how it's going to happen, but that's what it's going to be. Because AJ Styles, you can't have anyone on that SmackDown side walk in to WrestleMania as a champion other than AJ Styles. You can't do it at this point. He's had such a fantastic 2 years. You're not going to have him in the main event of your biggest show. SmackDown main event. It's not going to be the main event of the show, but you're not going to have him be in the main event of your...
It's going to be the third to last match.
Yeah. So, but the only thing that makes sense here is an AJ Styles win. Whether there's gonna be authority figure shenanigans, there will be. This is the only time we're gonna see Daniel Bryan on the show. Suck it up, losers.
Okay.
I know I've been
Is
making
that what
you
the kids
angry.
call
I'm
a
making
hot
you-
take?
I know I've been making you angry this entire show, but goddamn, don't take it out on these people. We want them to come back.
Read those betting odds and cry when it doesn't happen. That's it.
Holy shit! I think I flipped like a douche.
Heel turn.
It's douche mode times 10 for you right now.
Heel turn.
Somebody hit the Daniel Bryan button today. Fool, who do you got?
As much as I would love to see Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn be the first ever co-champion, and just because Sami Zayn being the WWE champion, like I think that would be his first title in WWE,
Which is stupid.
at least on the main roster. I'm not counting the
I was gonna
NXT
say.
title.
It's stupid he hasn't held a title.
Oh,
Stupid.
But it'll count. It'll really count tremendously as soon as he actually does.
but yeah,
Just
it's.
saying.
But I'm gonna second what Brian said. The simple fact that the thought of AJ Styles not being WWE champion going into WrestleMania is kind of silly. So I'm just gonna go with AJ Styles, and this match is just gonna be amazing, phenomenal, glorious. Even though Bobby Roode's not in the match.
Every hashtag.
Every hashtag you can think of. Yeah.
It'll be glorious until Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan show their face, and then it's gonna get stupid. But AJ Styles is gonna win.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mince words. I'm just gonna take it home. Triple threat it. Yeah, I believe AJ Styles is gonna win this one as well. However, I'm going to stay relatively mysterious when it comes to this, meaning that the biggest granted, all the reasons that you guys just listed, that's all perfectly valid, but in my opinion, another unspoken until now fact why AJ Styles should retain is more for the result of what's going to be coming on later on in the show.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll elaborate more on that when we actually get to it.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Got that bridge when I come to it. But first, there's more wrestling we need to get through. Going next to the WWE Universal Championship match. Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman versus Kane. Triple threat match.
This is a cartoon. I love it.
Hey,
This
kids
entire
like cartoon.
This entire build has been cartoonish, and I love every minute of it.
Just been
So
so.
don't act like you don't love this setup to this match.
I never said I
There
didn't.
were grappling
I'm just saying it was
hooks.
a cartoon,
That's all
and I
I
love it.
There were
Did you hear the second half of that sentence? I said this is such a cartoon, and I love it. I want more of it. I guess it's my turn. I guess I'm back. I'm gonna, as much as I want to pick Braun Strowman, to win this one, just because he just has a rocket on his ass, taking him to beyond the galaxies. He's so over right now.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen, just not at the Royal Rumble. It's gonna continue the whole. I'm gonna say what I said at SummerSlam, and it's just they're saving Brock Lesnar for Roman Reigns. They're gonna have Brock Lesnar win this one. He's gonna pin Kane just so Braun doesn't eat the pin, which is sad to say, being a hardcore Canaanite that I am. Sad but true. It would just be hilarious if Kane won. It'll just be the most random shit ever. He'll just have the Universal title and then lose it the next night. That's just apparently his thing. Except when it comes to the World Heavyweight title.
Kane would be the ultimate, like, everyone in the world.
Oh, he would be
watching.
the ultimate troll.
No, but just everyone in the world watching just does a what face the entire. Wait, what?
Like Braun Strowman power slams Lesnar, and then Kane just pushes him out, and Kane is the one that pins Lesnar in their first match against each other.
And all the people just go, wait,
what the hell is going? What? Wait, what?
Did that really just happen?
Kane's a champion. At least that's what would be my reaction. I still love
about a
Kane
quarter
so
of the people would be like, Kane's a champion, yes, and 3/4 of the people would be like, fuck this.
It's like, this title means absolutely nothing when you have someone as old as Kane winning the Universal title, and you have such a great roster. But hey, that's what the 3/4 said. That's not what I'm going to say.
Kane isn't old; he's just delightfully seasoned.
I'll go with that one.
Yes,
because I can't say anything bad
but
about
politics. Kane is champion. That's money
that's
right
win.
there.
That's a win. That's a win.
That's a mayoral win.
Oh! But yeah, it's going to be Brock Lesnar. As much as I want it to be. Either Kane or Braun now.
I'll tell you what.
Just because of our discussion. I'm happy with either of the other two, but it's going to be Brock.
I'll tell you what.
I'm happy about that.
You got all the facts you need, but for me personally, I'm going to be following my heart on this. This is going to be my follow my heart vote. I'm going to go with Braun Strowman. I'm really hoping that this is where this is going. And I think this is a good time as any for Braun Strowman. Capitalize him, get him when he's hot, boom.
I want Braun Strowman to be in the main. I want him to be with Roman Reigns and Lesnar. I was like, oh, I haven't been pinned. I'm not finished with you.
You're gonna catch these hands.
You're gonna get these hands.
Well,
Brian,
you wanted to go with your heart. I don't have a heart. Brock Lesnar pins Braun Strowman. No, just
Whoa!
kidding. No,
Brian.
no,
Brian.
lies.
Yeah,
lies.
please stop. There was
Brock
that's too
Lesnar.
much.
Braun Strowman has been built up the way that he's been built up. Not to get the pin here, but to be that guy who beats the shit out of both guys. They have to team up to take him out, and then Brock Lesnar pins Kane because Kane is easy pickings to Brock Lesnar. Braun Strowman has been so dominant over this build
Awesome.
that
I'm sorry, it really is.
you're not wrong.
it is awesome,
So
but
great.
he's been built up so big. He's been built up too big.
This is what Roman Reigns. This is what WWE wanted Roman Reigns to be.
But he's been built up too big to win it here.
he needs a Mania. He needs to win it at
Okay.
Mania.
He's
see a
been
case
built
for
up.
both.
He's been built up too big to win the title for his first time in a triple threat match. No, sir. He wins in a one-on-one. And he's the one to take it off for Roman Reigns when Roman Reigns beats Brock Lesnar
The
at
next night at
WrestleMania.
Raw after Mania.
So, in order to get there, okay, it's been since last WrestleMania when Brock Lesnar won the title that it was said that he's going to retain throughout the year and he's going to lose it to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Do we like it? No. But we're here now. we're here now, and this is Vince McMahon.
Damn it.
Okay, and let's face it, the people. This isn't a Daniel Bryan situation where the crowd is completely taking over the show and will not rest until Daniel Bryan is the champion at the end of WrestleMania. This is not that situation. As much as we want it to be, it's not. They're not going to change their money-making plan for WrestleMania. Therefore, that's the reason why they put Kane in this match. There was a reason we went, oh no, when we thought it was going to be Brock versus Braun Strowman at the Royal Rumble again. Because Brock Lesnar was always going to win at the Royal Rumble. They put in Kane so that Braun Strowman doesn't look like a bitch like he did
At SummerSlam, not SummerSlam. Whatever the pay-per-view was after.
Yeah. If he lost twice, Braun Strowman's done. This is their way to get Brock Lesnar to the main event of WrestleMania and not have Braun Strowman look like a bitch in the process. And not kill Braun Strowman's character before it can start. Therefore, Brock Lesnar pins Kane. Braun Strowman looks really strong because it takes two of them to take him out long enough for Brock Lesnar to get the pin on Kane.
That pretty much sums it up. Which brings us to the first of what we're all really coming here to see. First of the two Royal Rumble matches. First off, we're kicking off with the ladies in the Women's Royal Rumble. That is looking like a very impressive field, and really, just looking at the amount of ladies on the roster there.
Hold on. Now this looks more like an impressive field.
Oh, put your hand down. Some of us still like her.
I'm sad that you do.
Well, I am not.
Because she doesn't like you.
Who are you talking about? Most women I know.
No, I'm just detailing. I'm just specifically pointing at this piece of shit, Sasha Banks. She is the worst kind of person you could possibly meet.
Lies and hearsay. But anyway, when it comes to this match, do we want to say on 3 who our prediction is, or do we want to go down the line?
No, we're going all of us at the same time.
Okay, on 3?
On 3.
1, 2, 3. Asuka! I mean,
come on now! As long as they don't pull some shit, because apparently Stephanie McMahon's commentating now.
Of course she is! Really? Is that really a thing?
That's really a thing.
It did.
So all of a sudden, that kind of put things in flux, and then I was like, no, Asuka would fucking eat Stephanie McMahon.
But I will say one thing that did actually make this very interesting for me. Just recently, Triple H did do a press phone call or a conference call.
Legitimately about 3 hours before this taping.
Yes, indeed. And among those comments, they did talk about the other woman who was a front runner for winning this match, Ronda
Technically
Rousey.
still is, according to the betting odds.
But even so, the way that Triple H was talking, it really did seem like Ronda's debut was way too far off.
But I just want to put this out there. Okay. He said the same thing about Samoa Joe before he debuted 3 days after. He said the same exact thing. However,
even so, even before I even read this, my opinion has still not changed on this. Strictly because that with the way Samoa Joe doesn't have the raw mainstream star power that someone like Ronda Rousey does. Ronda Rousey, in my opinion, is better suited to being a draw at a big show like WrestleMania, something with a lot more mainstream draw power, and just instead of making her big debut wrestling match at a Royal Rumble or around this time.
Yeah, there needs to be build to it.
You do not just as cool as a moment as it would be to put her in the first ever Women's Royal Rumble. That is the kind of match that you need to have build for. So all that and all these other things concerned is why I personally am going with my personal favorite, and the only other real big front runner is Asuka.
And with Asuka, you cannot have her lose right now.
Even if it's not a pinfall, a loss is a loss.
Mm-hmm.
You get eliminated, you lose. That if she gets thrown out, her undefeated streak is gone.
Yeah, that's not something you lose in a Royal Rumble type situation.
Not at all.
No. So, as much as I would love to pick Becky Lynch here, it's obviously Asuka. But I can see the final two being Asuka versus Becky Lynch if they don't want to get stupid and put Stephanie McMahon
that would be
in there.
fun. I really don't think it'll happen.
I hope not.
No, I think and honestly, another legitimate reason why I'm not afraid of this happening is because they already pulled some shenanigans with the first ever women's Money in the Bank match, where they had to go back and redo it, just so they can get that hero shot for Carmella.
Because the crowd shit on it so badly.
Yeah, they don't. There was too much legitimate negative backlash, not just regular fan heat. That you know what? I don't think they're going to pull anything like that again. Not
anywhere else. Okay, I would argue
for the second or third time they do it.
No,
but not tonight.
Anywhere else, I would argue with you. But this is Philly, and they're already pissed off about Royal Rumbles in Philly.
Which again is another reason why they wouldn't dare pull a stunt like this. Not tonight. Not tonight, and not in that city.
Not for this Rumble, and not for the next Rumble, which I think that's a good segue into it.
Yes.
The next Rumble.
Next match, the Men's Royal Rumble, the one we classically wait for. And again, a nice spread of talent. Sure, there's going to be some surprises there too.
There's a nice spread of talent. I forgot. Go ahead.
Yes. Who wants to go first with theirs?
Whose turn is it?
Well, technically, the Asuka, the last one was mine.
The last one was yours, so this one is mine.
Kick us off.
I'm not going to do any talk build up. I've been saying this for months. It's going to be Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm saying that they're going to give they give the first ever women's one to the Raw side, which is for Asuka, and for the initial one, they're just going to give it to a SmackDown talent, and it's going to be Shinsuke Nakamura. And from what it's looking like, I can actually see them actually having some kind of triple threat for the title with Randy Orton, and kind of like slowly inserting himself with Shinsuke.
I really don't want.
Oh, I don't want it either. I love. Mm-hmm. Well, I can't even say I love. I am a small fan of Randy Orton. Very small, because of what he did with Bray Wyatt last year. Yeah, that hurt him a lot. And then the whole gender thing. Not his fault, but you could. When you bring the great cheese back, but we've talked about that.
When you're part of the program that brought the great cheese back to life, we're not. We don't like you very much.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. But yeah, I'm gonna give it to Shinsuke all the way.
Yeah, really.
I got nothing else to say.
Or maybe eat some hay or lay by the bay. You just may. What do you say? Yeah, I'm going with Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm going with Shinsuke Nakamura for all the reasons you just described, but also one more that I was alluding to before. That's, yeah, if he wins this match with the results that we got later on in the night, assuming they all go according to plan, we will be setting up for AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura at WrestleMania. I say more?
That's the main event for the wrestling fans, while Vince McMahon can have Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns.
Exactly. Exactamundo.
I've been saying it since the Jinder Mahal feud that basically killed any momentum either one of them might have had. But all year there have only been two people that would have made sense to win the Royal Rumble with the champions that we had. Okay. The betting odds tried to say John Cena for a minute, but if I have to see John Cena versus AJ Styles again, we had three of them. There was a best of three, and it's over now. I don't need to see it again on a WrestleMania.
We don't need to see this.
I don't need to see
smile.
I don't need to see constipation smiley face at a main event for the title anymore.
That's like the face that just goes, yeah, I voiced a bull. I've got balls of steel.
There were only two choices.
In this case, he's got bulls of steel. Bulls of steel. Terrible jokes for the win.
There were only you do this to yourself, buddy. I'm sorry.
I'm not doing anything to myself.
I'm sorry. I said Cena.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Because I'm already. Your reactions is all I need.
Are we good? Are you done now?
I'm never done. I'm never done. I'll
Time for now.
I'm never done.
There were only two choices all year for the Royal Rumble that makes sense. Okay. Roman Reigns, unfortunately so, and Shinsuke Nakamura. But they dodged the Roman Reigns bullet. I hope they're not that stupid to do Roman Reigns in Philadelphia. I really hope so.
One can hope it.
But it's Vince McMahon and he's already fucked over Philadelphia once. So, who knows? But, okay. Raw has the Elimination Chamber. Okay. They're not going to have a champion for the Elimination Chamber match. So, therefore, what do you think the Elimination Chamber match is going to be for?
Number one. Fight for the Universal title at WrestleMania.
So, we already know the winner of that match. So we can move on to WrestleMania. We don't have to watch the Elimination Chamber. We will anyway. But
kind of have to.
Okay.
I still like the Elimination Chamber personally.
Hey,
I never said that.
As long as it's the new design. I love that.
I never said that I didn't like the Elimination Chamber. It's just that it's completely freaking obvious what the hell is going to happen this year.
It's just I have the question on who they're going to put in. It's like, let's see, who are the names that are so good on Raw that need to be put in this match? Who are the top names?
But the fact that they gave the Elimination Chamber to Raw puts me in the same mind as Tony. Okay, we gave Raw the Women's Royal Rumble. Okay, we're going to give SmackDown the Men's Royal Rumble. And who is the guy who makes the most sense for facing AJ Styles as the champion at WrestleMania? They've already faced each other at the biggest show in Japan, Wrestle Kingdom. Why not do it one more time at WrestleMania? And why not raise the stakes a little bit? Have it for a title. And everybody wins at that point because it doesn't really matter who wins that match.
Like I said, it gives the wrestling fans what they want.
It gives the wrestling fans what they want.
But not only that, but it'll also be a big time draw to the fans in Japan too.
Yeah, and it actually gives you a WrestleMania match where really the winner does not matter.
And I just realized, assuming Brock Lesnar retains tonight. Wow, this night. Assuming this happens, and everyone goes into into WrestleMania like we're predicting. Basically, there's going to be a total of 3 IWGP champions in the main events for the titles.
Look what Chris Jericho did.
Thank you, Jericho. You're a good lad.
You really are the greatest of all time.
Yeah, so, I think it's universal now that Shinsuke is going to win, in our minds anyway. I'll tell you what, do you have any second place picks, like a dark horse maybe?
Dark horse, Finn Balor.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. I wish I could give a different name, but yeah, Finn Balor.
Finn Balor's good. There's still a portion of me that still wants to go absolutely 100% Looney Tunes and see Woken Matt, end up taking it. Just because of all the sheer shenanigans we'll get over the next 2 months, but...
Too soon.
Yeah, I'll be honest, that's more
especially
Jeff is
with
having
the
fun kind of thing.
Yeah, especially with the fact that they're kind of already ruining.
He lost once, and it's to a former WWE champion. This isn't hurt.
I'm not saying
this isn't ruining him. He could bounce back from this.
I'm just saying they could do so much more, and he shouldn't have.
And
lost.
and they're already hinting at the fact that he's bringing the family in.
That will be crazy and fun. I love it. Cool. Any dark horse picks?
To go different from what he said, because he kind of took mine, especially with how Finn Balor just basically got a huge, and the Balor Club got a huge rub from DX. Let's see. Dark horse. I'm just gonna be the asshole here, and I'm just gonna pick Roman Reigns.
I wish that didn't make sense. I really wish it didn't.
There's your final two right there, Shinsuke and Roman.
I have not ruled that out. Hey, so not for nothing, it would be tense as heck if that actually does come down to that.
And they have like a 10-minute tussle, like HBK Taker style.
And then Nakamura wins. Don't lie, you would pop your face off.
Oh yeah,
we all would. That'd be fair.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not saying
the look on your face seemed to give me
duh.
Maybe.
No, it's like a duh face.
Well, okay then. Good.
Fine. Whatever.
Great.
Awesome.
Well, either way, these are our Royal Rumble predictions. But now you know what? We want to hear from you. And in case you did not hear us the last time, this year we are going to be doing our annual Royal Rumble prediction game. You can find us on Facebook. Just check us out. Run a search for the WWE Royal Rumble Prediction Game 2018, something like that. It is an open event. Anyone can play. Just to go over the rules really quickly, you picked 3 numbers, 1 through 30, along with the people who you think were going to win the Royal Rumble matches, 1 for each of them. And basically, the wrestlers that come out, the numbers you pick will score points for you, depending on how well they do. And honestly, that game to me makes this a must-see event, no matter what. It makes it. It takes an already wonderful beacon of wrestling and just makes it way more exciting because you've got that extra investment. Just way more fun.
I looked like you were asleep there, like zoned out. Like how JR and King were asleep at the Manhattan Center, even though JR is denying it.
Did you see what I was doing there?
You were just going
zonking out slowly.
I wonder, it's like, shit, did I leave the stove on? That's why you were just lost in your thoughts.
Well, before you have to worry about the stove, if you haven't already, look us up. Check out the WWE Royal Rumble Prediction Game 2018. Join us. Put in your predictions today. You won't regret it. It's always a ton of fun every year. There's still a few numbers that haven't been called yet, but I know we've all put our predictions in. Officially.
I have not.
I thought you had.
But I will.
Oh, okay, then get on that.
Shame.
There's been a lot
Shame.
going on.
Hey, that's fair. But anyway, if you're listening to this, predictions will close by the Sunday of the Rumble at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So don't wait. Get your predictions now, and join us for all the fun on Sunday. But until then, you still can contact us through any number of means. If you're on Facebook, look us up on our main page. Just search for the Scholars of Wrestling Show. Of course, you can also, if you're joining us on Facebook, first of all, thank you. Wait, did I say Facebook?
You did. You said Facebook.
Too many words.
Too many plugs.
Too many plugs. If you're joining us on YouTube, first of all, welcome. Thank you for choosing the right website and getting it right, because you're not me. And if you're there, give us a thumbs up, like us, follow us, subscribe to us if you want to hear more every single week. And of course, if you want to actually have more of an engaged conversation with us, seek us out on Twitter, starting with our main account, @ScholarsOW. Well, where can they reach you?
You can reach me at The Avatar.
And Brian.
You can find me at Atomic Beanpole.
And I can be found at I'm Robbie Rage. All one word. I don't know about you, but I'm going to be live tweeting the entire event all night long.
Well, I don't know about you two, but I actually just found a way to make this event even more enjoyable for the three of us.
Does it involve booze?
No, it involves this, which I am. No! Stop!
I want to hear where this is going.
I am making it official. The Scholars of Wrestling Championship will be on the line at Royal Rumble. I am putting the title up for grabs. You see? Now you actually have an opportunity to shut me up, to dethrone me until I can get it back. Only, possibly, maybe, or I won't allow it.
Now.
Does that make you feel better, Brian?
Now,
considering 2 weeks ago you were denying you were ever gonna defend it.
Normally I wasn't going to defend it, but then I was thinking back on the rules I made where the third pay-per-view you have to defend it, and I'm looking like, oh shit, Raw and SmackDown have a pay-per-view before WrestleMania. So shit. If I'm going to be defending the title for the first time, or
you would have had to defend it at Fastlane.
I would have to defend it at Fastlane of all pay-per-views. So like, if I'm going to have this title be defended for the first time ever, it's going to be on one of the big four. So why not the first pay-per-view of the year, and why not be the Royal Rumble?
Now, I do have one extra little caveat here. I'd like to at least propose this as an idea. Given the abundance of shared predictions just on the main card traditionally, in the event of a tie, do we want the tiebreaker of the Royal Rumble prediction game?
Oh, I'm putting the Rumble prediction game in anyway.
Okay, so basically, are you going with the winner of the Royal Rumble prediction game as being the ultimate decider, or
it's both whatever our prediction for our matches, plus the points of the prediction game that we earn.
Okay, we're gonna have to break that down, but either way,
there's the matches we predicted,
and then the points that you got in the game.
Points that we got in the game, which is we added it last year.
Okay.
As to our final score.
So we've got total scores plus the amount of correct predictions we've got on the card.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay then. Well, the ayes have it. You heard it here first.
I mean, if I chose the Usos, Brian and I would have had basically the exact same card.
Which is why I asked.
So yeah.
You want to know why he's putting the Royal Rumble prediction game in there? Because he knows I'm shit at it.
We put it together last year, man.
Yeah, and I was shit at it last year.
Hey, he won it last year, so it's possible.
No, I didn't. My fiance did.
No. Season may have won the prediction game, but you won of the three of us of all the predictions combined.
Oh yeah.
You had 12 points, so yeah, he might actually win it.
You hear that, fool? It's coming home.
The
belt is coming home with me.
Sleep with it close to you.
It's never even been to you.
Sleep with it close to your head.
Right now, the title is home because I'm the first ever champion. So now,
guess
but
what?
it's secure where it needs to be.
Sleep with it close, because
Oh,
it won't be yours
I've
for
been
much
sleeping-
longer.
I've been
Whether it's
sleeping with
him,
I've
whether
been
it's
sleeping with
him,
it every night. I've been naked Mitty in this thing.
You know,
I'm
No.
not completely sure that I want it anymore.
but either way, this will go on conceivably forever. You already knew that because you already know who we are. We are the Scholars of Wrestling, and you have just been schooled.
You're welcome.
See you all at the Royal Rumble, kids.
This is gonna be a fun rumble. I can
Yes,
feel it.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'll walk out the champion, baby. I'm gonna be the champ. I'm
Sleep
gonna be
with
the champ
it
for a
close.
long time.
Sleep with it close.